which is monitoring and controlling process. Welcome to the channel. Before that, please subscribe and click the bell icon so that the updates will come to you at the correct time. So, the monitoring and controlling process has 12 processes where 10 knowledge areas are involved with out of 49 processes. The next one is like first one we have seen initiation, then the planning process, then execution, and then monitoring and controlling. The last one is closing of the project. So the process group that touches all 10 areas, which is like every single knowledge area that at least has one monitoring and or controlling process, and it's sign that nothing in a project goes unmeasured. Integrating and scope carry the most within the two process each, where the integration is two process, scope is two process, schedule, cost, quality, resource, communication, risk, procurement, and stakeholder goes one process. So integration management is like monitor and control project work where it tracks, reviews, reports overall progress against the project management plan. Do you remember we have done in the planning purpose where planning process where the monitor and control project work has been taken care by the project management plan. We have to monitor whether the project is going under the plan which we have made in the planning process. And then we have to perform integrated change control where reviews, approves, and manages changes to deliverables, documents, and the plan. So it has to go under the review, it has to go under approval, and then it has to manage the changes of the deliverables and documents and the plan. Then comes the scope management, where it will validate scope, whether the scope has been met, what stakeholders has been given, or it is going out of the scope. And then if it is going out of the scope baseline, we have to monitor scope status and manage change to come under scope baseline. Then comes schedule management. Schedule management is nothing but it monitors the status and the upgrade of the process and manages change the schedule baselines. Where we'll be tracking the project with Jira and other tools. We can use even Excel sheets and everything where the project is under a schedule timeline. And then we have to control the cost. The main point in control is like control the cost where monitors the project status to update the budget and manage changes to the cost baseline. It should not exceed the cost or it should not go under the cost. We have to control the cost based on the resources we are handling. And then comes the quality control. This is the major point where monitors and records the result of the quality activities to assess performance and recommend changes where the quality has been met. If the quality doesn't meet, we have to go from the first. So this is like a major thing. If there is no quality, there will be no, value for the product or project which we are handling. And then we have to control resources. Ensures physical resources are available, planned and tracks resource utilization. So, resources, even the physical resources or employees, we have to plan, we have to track as planned, and we have to utilize the resources without wasting one another. And then communication. Communication plan is the major plan where it helps us to communicate the project is in track or project is in control. It ensures the information that needs the project and its stakeholders are met. So we are going to communicate with the communication management plan where we have planned in the starting of the project management plan, and then we are going to monitor risk. We will be having risk identified. Do you remember in third or fourth part we have seen a qualitative analysis, quantitative analysis, and we have written a risk response for that. We have to track that risk, whether the risks are identified or it is residual risk or it is a new risk as they are going to emerge. Risk management is the management that we have to go throughout the project completes, and risk can be occur in any time. Then comes control procurement. Manages the procurement relationship, monitors contract performance, and makes changes as needed. If the procurement has been done, whether it is pending, are we on the correct track? Is procurement has been closed? How about the stakeholder relationship? Do we have to meet the expectations of the procurement, or we use the procurement? Is everything else has been damaged or not? We have to control procurement and monitor them in the first place. Now comes stakeholder engagement. If we are working on something and our stakeholder doesn't know what is happening, that do not work. So we have to monitor stakeholder relationship and adjust the strategies for engaging them. These are 12 executing in monitoring and controlling process, which comes under executing, where every baseline gets controlled. Scope, schedule, cost baselines, set in planning, each get a matching control process here, and then validate and control scope, and then runs parallel to executing, and all 10 areas are present. So stay tuned for next part. We can go to closure and agile methodologies coming follows. So please comment if you want any clarity in this. Don't forget to rewatch if you are not understanding, and follow my YouTube channel and you can get the roadmap completely.